Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Glock. Oos, my nigga, what's poppin', what's cracking? Now, you already know what time it is. It's Friday, man. It's Shout Out Friday, man. Shout out to my boy Hollis, man, holding down on some Absolver content. Link to his channel in the pinned comment down below. Y'all go check homie out. Phagent style, PC gameplay, high level player. What more do I need to say? He primarily just posts, his fights. Not a lot of like commentary, but he has dope edits. And he has some really good showcasings of his deck and his skill. It's really dope over there. Y'all go check out my boy Hollis. Again, link in the pinned comment below. Show some love. Tell him I sent you. Pull up now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to show you guys some things that primarily the PC people have been asking me for a while, being my deck and how my deck is orchestrated. So I actually have two decks for you guys. I built one just for this video, and the other was just going to be my school deck because that's what you guys are looking for. So before I actually get into my actual deck, I want to show you guys two fights that I have with it so you can kind of see how it plays out and how I use it and all that great shit. So without further ado, let's check out my school deck first. So when I built this deck, I named it the East Garden deck. This is whenever I started the Windfalls of the East Garden. The idea of this deck was just to counter staggers and Windfalls, honestly. At one point in time, it was like that was all anybody played. I didn't see any Forsakens. I know people are aware of how broken Cult is, so there's barely any cults anymore. So I was like, if I just built a deck just to counter those two, it'd be fine. And just make it viable, make it usable across the board. And this is basically what happens. So this is what the deck looks like. And yes, this is my school deck. So for those who are on PS4, the code is 44822. Yeah, this is how my whole deck is built. What's really interesting about this deck are some of the loops. So there are 3 that I use a lot. There's more loops in there, but these are my main 3. So you have your crouching elbow and the gut punch loop, right? Now, crouching elbow and a gut punch loop into spinning high kick back into gut punch. And you can just keep doing that however you want to do it, in whichever order that you want to do it in. I think that's really dope that we have two of them just looping like that back and forth, and you can just really just like mix some stuff up like that. Especially because, like, you know, you can throw this into this into this into that, right? And you can throw basically two thrusts and then a not vertical but a horizontal, and you can force whoever, you know, is watching these straights fly by to sidestep and then catch them with that. Or you could catch them with that and not into another thrust but into another horizontal. So, you know, and then from that horizontal is a thrust. It's just a really nice one. And so we have the step cancel right here too. I know we spoke about step cancels before, but in this instance I have two moves that both end in bottom right. So I can either step cancel the temple knock over and over, you know, get someone accustomed to that, try to force them to duck, or to back stagger, and then bam, you know, catch them with that right there. And then I can just keep using those two moves over and over at my disposal, and then boom, hit him with the kick. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. So now my guard breaks, they also loop just, you know, over and over. And this is kind of my way of destroying cults, because I really hate fighting cults. So yeah, I got that over and over. Now if a cult sees that, they're going to immediately go into their whole sidestep thing, your whole little, you know, cool shit like that. So what I do is I have horizontals follow my guard breaks just in case, you know, they try to sidestep and get out that whole chain. It's not gonna happen that way, bro. Not finna happen that way. I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying? So you can do it however you want to do it, and I just think that this deck is just really cool. Again, here's the deck. You can check it out for yourself if you want to add your own modifications, if you know, whatever the case may be. Feel free to do that. But if you just want to join my school, help me out next season, because we will be grinding next season. In your PS4, again, 44822, I believe is what it is. Actually, let me go back and double check it before I say anything too crazy and forget my school. Yeah, 44822, I was right. Yeah. So you guys go check out the school and you can see the deck for yourself. So now let's get into my my Dark Priest deck. We're gonna check this shit out. Priest deck right here. This is just it's just a bunch of kicks. Honestly, it's just a kick deck. I've made some modifications to it since the video, just because of some things that I realized I could do differently, and this is what it came out to. So the idea is that the alternates just do different shit as a whole. So as you can see, there is one small loop into it for a Forsaken, and that's this right here. So basically the idea of the deck is that the alternate does a different direction and property from the move that follows. So for example, we have this left to this left right here, right? So these are both verticals and thrusts, right? So, you know, they're both straight, obviously. So if I press triangle, I can go horizontal with the low right there, and so bam, you know, just to keep everything nice and interesting. Same thing with here. We got a left and a left horizontal, or a left and then a right for a thrust. But this is the only issue, is that, you know, right here I have a right and a right, or I'll go right and press triangle and it's a right, but it is a thrust, and the timing of the attack is very different, and that move tracks very well. So it works, you know. It's about the only hole in it, because this also is a left to a left right here, and I can do that into that. Oh wait, that's also the same too, huh? fuck it, it's cool. I just had to make sure that I had something like that going on, but I could actually very easily change that. Let me see something. This is the right, but nothing does 209 damage. The timing is just so different that I think it might actually work, so I'm not too fucked up about it. But if worse comes to worse, I'll either change it out for leg breaker or side kick, just depending on how I feel. But in the meantime, yeah, that's what we got going on. And the whole deck, you know, it has some pretty interesting loops. So I have this into this, and it could just go on like that, you know, however I feel, you know, I want to do it for. But what's cool is I can do this into this and then into the liver knee. You know what I'm saying? So I could do this, liver knee, back into this, back to that horizontal, you know what I'm saying? And then just keep on just mixing up however I want to. Like, it's a pretty interesting deck. I really fuck with it. I had some pretty solid matches. The only thing about it is that you have to be careful what stance you're in, because if you're in bottom left, you're going to keep on trying to interrupt with this because this is a step cancel. So unless you land this attack and then put square over, you know what I'm saying, or unless you change stances yourself, you're going to keep opening up in this over and over. So like if someone jabs you out of this and then like you don't change your stance, you're going to keep on trying to throw this, and it gets super annoying. So be mindful of your stance, and just be mindful not to be in top left. If you really want a safe stance, top or not bottom, but not being bottom left, top left is a good stance. If you're in top left, you have your jump light kick, and that's a really good interrupter right there. So that's pretty fucking awesome. And yeah, so my Dark Priest deck and my Easy Garden deck, both of them right there for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if this is hard to follow. I've never actually done a video where I went over a deck before, so this is pretty interesting, some new shit. So anytime I make a deck that I think is successful, I'm going to cover it here for the Xbox and PC players. And if you guys want to check it out and see how you feel about it, amazing, let me know. And again, feel free to add your own modifications to it, whatever, have a blast with it. I'm just throwing it out there because fuck it, why not? It's been your boy Glock. If you enjoyed this video, definitely like, comment, and subscribe with the notifications, because you know y'all gotta pop up and say what's cracking to me. Peace out, y'all. Y'all be safe.